On this week's edition of Random Player of the Week, we have a very good player whose career ended a little sooner than I'm sure many expected, and that's Chuck Knoblauch. Nicknamed Nobby, Chuck Knoblauch was a primary second baseman who was drafted in the first round of the 1989 draft by the Minnesota Twins. At 5'9", 175 pounds, Knoblauch is a stereotypical second baseman, but the dude could really hit too. Born on July 7, 1968, and debuted on April 9, 1991, Knoblauch started his career at the young age of 22 years old. 1991 proved to be a very important rookie season for Knoblauch, as he did end the year with a first place in the American League Rookie of the Year voting, giving him his first award as a Major League Baseball player. That year saw Knoblauch put up a 2.9 WAR with a below league average bat posting a 91 OPS plus. He did hit 281 as a pretty good defensive second baseman. And to be honest, he didn't have too much competition for the award in the American League. Knoblauch played for 3 teams in his career, debuting and playing 7 years with the team who drafted him, the Minnesota Twins, and then going on to play 4 years with the Yankees and a year with the Royals to end his career. He was selected to the American League All-Star team in his 2nd, 4th, 6th, and 7th seasons, all with the Twins. He also was fortunate enough to help the 1991 Twins win the World Series as a 22-year-old. He hit .326 in the postseason with a .799 OPS, a big contributor. Knoblauch's best season also came with the Twins in 1996. Nobby hit .341 with a .449 on-base percentage, helping boost his OPS to a .965. Knoblauch led the league with 14 triples that year and had an 8.7 WAR. He placed 16th in MVP voting in the American League, which I personally think he should have been a bit higher in voting, but it was the steroid era and he was competing with some of the best players of recent memory. Unfortunately, the Twins would never make the postseason again with Knoblauch, even with the prime of his career being put on full display. Knoblauch would then be traded to the Yankees for a bunch of players whose names I didn't really recognize. Christian Guzman and Eric Milton were the most productive players that went back to the Twins. This is the WAR totals for Knoblauch versus those two. In 3 years as a Yankee, Knoblauch put up a 7.5 baseball reference WAR. Eric Milton and Christian Guzman, who were both prospects at the time of the trade, had a combined 22.3 WAR during the 6 years of both their rookie contracts. This WAR discrepancy may make you think Knoblauch was a bad Yankee, but that's not necessarily the case. He was a Yankee from 1998 to 2001, and in that time won 3 more World Series rings with the team. A solid second baseman who contributed to 3 World Series is a win for the Yankees and definitely a win for Knoblauch. All in all, Chuck Knoblauch ended his career with 44.6 baseball reference WAR, 1,839 hits, a .289 batting average, 98 homers, 407 stolen bases, and a .783 OPS as a primary second baseman. An extremely good career for the now 57-year-old. As the 4th Random Player of the Week and 15,900th Major League Baseball player, I thank you for what you've done for baseball, Mr. Edward Charles Knoblauch. I hope your retirement is going well.